Just last week someone commented under my festival video, "You just went to the wrong festival." Fair point, but here is what the comment missed. The problem wasn't the festival, the problem was the economy behind it. And once you understand it, everything falls into a place. I helped organizing the first New Love Parade, Rave the Planet, Berlin 2022. Financially, it was catastrophic. For the record, it was priceless. And this tells you everything you need to know about how money works in techno. Nobody is getting rich, nobody even remotely tells you the truth, and the gap between what people think they pay and what they actually pay is bigger than you could imagine. Let me give you a number. Berghain, the most famous techno club in the world. Every DJ's wet dream. The place that can make you a career overnight. The average DJ fee? 500 euros. Let that sit for a second. Same DJ, after playing Berghain, can suddenly start a South American tour. Imagine, a DJ who was a no-name 1 week before can suddenly have an international career and start charging 10, 20, 50 times bigger fees at festivals. So Berghain pays 500, festival pays 50k. And suddenly you understand why every DJ ends up at the festival and why the underground loses its artists to the stages they claim to be against. It's not selling out, it's survival and hardship. And nobody wants to say it out loud. Here's how the economy actually works. You play smaller clubs, you build the reputation. You get to Berlin, you play Berghain for 500, and that 500 is more worth than any festival fee because of what it unlocks. The club is not where you get the money. The club is where you make the career that makes money somewhere else. Which means the underground is basically a free training ground for the commercial circuit. The clubs invest in the artists, the festivals harvest them. And nobody in this industry wants to talk about this dynamic because everyone is profiting by keeping quiet. Here's what changed in the clubs themselves. When I was booking events, organizing parties, talking to promoters, talking to the venues directly, the conversation was always the same. Give us the venue rental, hit the bar target and fill the room. The music, the direction, the identity. Fuck it. And what that created slowly over the years, that the clubs have no identity on their own. No sound, no direction, no booking philosophy, just a room that rents itself out to whoever can fill it. Which means the power shifted away from the clubs towards the collectives. But not all collectives are the same. There are two kinds. The ones chasing clout, the Berghain bookings, the Y2K outfits, the Zapply TikTok videos. Who has the bigger name, who can consume the most, who can film themselves doing it. That's not a techno collective, that's a content production company with a CDJ. And then there is the other kind, the ones that are chasing something real. The crowd that wants to tap into the frequency, not just the poster. The first kind are just flags in the wind, every single one of them. The second kind is a completely different conversation. Here's a decision I made a few years ago. I stopped organizing parties in the traditional sense. Not because I lost interest, but because I was looking at the collectives, what they are becoming, and I didn't want to be part of this. The values that make this culture worth protecting, the darkness, the anonymity, the collective experience, were slowly disappearing in the social media circus. So instead of organizing parties, we built workshops. The idea is simple. First, you understand the culture, what it actually is, where it actually came from, how to move without performing. And then, after the workshop, there's a small after party to test what you just learned in a real room with real music. No cloud chasing, no filming, no Berghain name dropping. Just the frequency and the people who came for it. That's the second kind of collective. The ones that worth building. The real power in the scene right now is not in the clubs, it's not in the festivals. It's in the collectives, the right ones. The groups that have their own audience, their own values, their own crowd, that can fill up any venue. Because the people follow them, not the room. That's the fundamental shift in how this economy works. And it creates something interesting, because a collective with its own crowd doesn't need a club. It needs a space. Which is exactly how Berlin started. Abandoned buildings, borrowed spaces, no venue identity. Just the people. The cloud chasers will burn out. They're already doing it. What's left is the same thing that was always there. The people who come for the frequency, not the poster. The money in techno is real. It's just not where the people think it is. It's not in the clubs. It's not in the festivals. It's in the things that can't be bought. It's in the crowd that follows you for what you stand for. That's what we are building in the workshops. Not a product, a community. People who show up because the frequency is right, not the poster look good. Link is below if you want it. Stay hidden, stay raw, stay real. I'll see you in the dark.